Hey, what's up guys? Jay Destiny Draw here, and today we have part 2 of the top 20 Synchro monsters. Like I said in the first part of the video, this is just my opinion, so let me know what you guys think are your favorite Synchro monsters in the comments below. I'd like to get more activity going in the comments, and suggestions from you guys would be great. I'm also looking to do deck profiles, so let me know what you want. And also, I'm trying to, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm doing like if you guys seen, one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is Lithium 2300. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. He's got a really good channel. He does a thing called the Cross Bandless Cup, which is really cool. And I kind of wanted to do something like that, but like when I build a deck, I usually don't get rid of it. So I have a lot of decks. I think I'm going to make a tournament, maybe with about 40 decks. So I have them all the ideas down. I just need to find a way to do it, because all my decks are going to be live. They're not going to be on DevPro or anything like that. It's just going to be, yeah, the actual cards. So it's going to be really cool, I think. I'm trying to find a different way. I'm trying to find a way to do it. I think I'm gonna have 8 pools of 5 teams, 5 decks in each pool, and each group. So we have 8 groups of 5, and the top 3 in each one are gonna make a tournament with the 1 seed getting a bye. So it's gonna be really cool. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and let me know what you guys. I'll show you the decks that I'm planning on doing in another video. So let me know if you're excited for that. And yeah, well, let's start with number 10 in the list, because that's what we're here to see. So number 10, we have Bryonic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. One of the Ice Barrier monsters is really cool. It's currently banned, but you can discard any number of cards, return the same number of cards from the field to the hand. Yeah, I don't think this card's coming back anytime soon, because that's pretty broken. And a lot of cards now get effects in the graveyard. So yeah, I don't think this is coming back anytime soon, but it's a really cool card. I really like it. And I'm a huge Necros fan. If you guys have watched any of my videos in the past, you know that's one of my favorite decks ever, along with Sylvans. And Necros Bryonic is, I like the Necros or Ice Barrier like reincarnation, so it's really cool. So it made me appreciate those even more. So next we have Natori Beast for number 9. Natori Beast is a really cool monster. It's a level 5 Earth Synchro, and it's limited how it can come out because you need an Earth tuner and non-tuner Earth monsters. So Glow Up Ball works really good with it, stuff like that. But its effect basically stops spell cards, which is really good in today's game. And if you can get this out, you have a huge advantage. And yeah, ever since I started playing again, like I told you guys, was around, Sylvans was like the first deck I really collected when I started going to locals and stuff. So this is a really good card. You can make it in Sylvans, and I did a lot. And yep, so that was a lot of memories of that card. Still use it today, and it's still a very good card. And at number 8, we have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This is an amazing card. Funny story, I didn't get very many Shining Victories. I think I got a Shining Victories. I think I got 1 or 2 Shining Victories boxes. Didn't get this. And I was at, I think, Walmart. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a special edition. I wasn't even looking for this card, and I pulled it. That was before it like spiked in price. So it's a really cool card to have now that I don't need to buy it. I've always wanted to get it, but getting it now would be kind of expensive. So really happy I pulled it. So yeah, it's a very usable card too. So that is number 8. Number 7, we have TG Hyper Librarian, which is a really cool, I like this card again. Obviously I like all these cards, but just the effect, if a monster synchro summon, draw 1 card. I use this card a lot in the Junk Doppel build I used a while back. That's when I first started, my first time ever at locals. I played this deck, and I was not very good. But it was before I started building Sylvans. I just came with a junk doppel deck because most of that stuff was not hard to get. And yeah, so I use this card a lot, and it brings back a lot of memories, and the effect's still really good. So that is number 7. Number 6, we have Trish Allah, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. I bet you a lot of people might have thought this would be higher up, but my other cards I really like as well. But this one is still an amazing card. I really like it. Everyone knows the effect of banishing from hand, graveyard, and field. It's really a good card, and it's not seen as much in today, but it's still pretty hard to make. But given the right deck, or a lot of decks can make it pretty easily, but so I just kind of contradicted myself. But it's a really cool card nevertheless. You just don't see it as much as you would think. I think power creep happened to it a little bit, but if you can get it out, it's still a really good card, and collectors love this card. So that is my number 6. Number 5, I bet you no one saw this coming. This is Ally of Justice Cataster. This is, besides Magical Android, this is one of the first Synchro monsters I've had. It was a really cool effect that at the start of the damage step, if it battles a non-dark monster, destroy the monster. I think that's overlooked a lot of the time. I like running this card in anything that's like, if the meta is not dark at all. Just it's a good option if you just want to get over something. And yeah, I've always liked this card. This card has been always one of my favorite synchros, and maybe I don't know, maybe there's better options for a level 5, but I really like this card, and either way. So that is number 5. Number 4, we have Formula Synchron. This was the first, I believe, Synchro tuner, and it was really cool. I remember seeing this in the anime, and yeah, it was just an amazing card. Still is. It combos very well with TG Hyper Librarian for an easy draw too, and it's just a great card. There's really not very many drawbacks to this card. The stats aren't great, but you're mostly going to be synchroing to something else anyway. So Formula Synchron, that is number 4. Number 3, we have Shooting Quasar Dragon. This is the main purpose of that junk doppel deck I got. That's what first deck I played going to a locals, so it's got a lot of memories with me. It's just a really good card, and sadly, with the link format, I don't know, especially looking at the first couple cards we're going to be getting for link format, it's going to be hard to summon multiple extra deck cards. So sadly, I don't think we'll be seeing this anytime soon until maybe other link monsters come that let us summon more. So that kind of stinks, but I still really like this card. And any chance I get to have a deck I'm currently building a Morphtronic deck because I wasn't collecting much during that era of 5Ds. So I'm currently working on a Morphtronic Quasar deck just for fun. I've always been very interested in the deck, and I finally just decided to get the parts for it. So I'm building that as well. I can give you a profile of that if you want. Again, just let me know in the comments. Either way, I'll probably do it for the people that want to see it. So now we're into our top 2, and most people, if you watch part 2, can probably guess what these are because they have not come up yet, and I kind of hinted at it earlier. And number 2, I'm going to give to Stardust Dragon. This is the Ghost Rare, obviously. And the Ghost Rares on these just look really amazing. They're like 3D, as you can see, and it's got a really cool background, stuff like that. And yeah, Stardust Dragon, in my opinion, was the first boss monster we had of a protagonist that was actually very useful. I mean, Dark Magician was it was decent, but it's hard to get out in a sense that it's 2 tributes and then Blue Eyes was better given the stats and everything. And Neos, honestly, no one really ran it. But this is like a card that everyone, it's still even used today, which is crazy. So yeah, Stardust Dragon is just a really good card, and I really like the artwork on this one. And you cannot not pick the Ghost Rare. So yeah, that's number 2. And at number 1, it was I pulled this card out of a pack before I started doing Yugi tubing, which should have gotten this on camera, but I have 2 of these anyway. One of them's in my collection binder. This one's from my collection binder. I need to put that back, but I have 2 of these now, and it's cool because I get to use this in a deck. A lot of the time, if I get a card that I really like, I'm not going to use it in my deck. I'm just going to use, like, say, the Secret Rare version from the tin, and then put this one in my collection binder just so it stays perfectly mint. So this one's my extra one that I use in my decks, and it's really cool. Every time I see it, just look at the different colors on it, and obviously you guys didn't see Black Rose Dragon for number 1. Like, look at that. Like, look at the different colors. It's amazing. The artwork is so cool. The background, again, looks 3D, and its effect is really cool. You can just blow up the field, and the secondary effect a lot of people don't use. You can remove from play a plant type monster and change one monster your opponent controls to face up attack position and reduce its attack to 0 until the end phase. And I think that's really good, especially with Sylvans, which I really adore the deck. And yeah, so again, I don't know how you can not like this card at all. It's just I could look at it for hours, but I'm not going to put you guys through that, so I'll end the video. It's at about 12 minutes, and don't want to make it last an hour and 12 minutes. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure you check out my other videos if you haven't done that yet. I'm still trying to produce more frequently and give you guys content so you guys can stay entertained, and hopefully you guys like my list. If you have any that you were surprised by, let me know. If, I don't know, whatever you guys want to say. And I still have a lot of stuff planned for the future, so yeah, just make sure you're tuning in, and let me know what you guys want to see next, what video, because I have a lot of ideas that I've kind of thrown at you guys, so feedback would be great. And just because I'm trying to get more content, and obviously I want to get you guys the stuff that you want to see. So yeah, this has been J Destiny Draw, and I'm signing out. See ya.